Hello, and welcome to this introduction video on the updates for my Gruul Dinosaurs list that I was tweaking today. I'm not going to be streaming tonight, December 2nd. My kids are still under the weather. They wake up suddenly once in a while and have to go tend to that. But I should be streaming this list in the description tomorrow night, I would hope. But I was sleeping on Restless Ridgeline here. Kind of like Bonehorde Dracosaur, which that one I'm not using at the moment. However, Restless Ridgeline, it's a land with an activated ability. Sunken Citadel, which I've normally been using for, ever since Lost Caverns released, to power out Castle Garenbrig there and make 6 green mana. It makes Restless Ridgeline a creature a little bit easier, and that's what I'm looking for. It fixes mana. It is a tap land, and some people think tap lands are not good, but Sunken Citadel already is lovely stuff. However, I wanted to explore the theme of having lots of lands, more lands, just in case there's some matchup where I might want to cut Otepec Huntmaster, move it to the sideboard, because it basically dies to, everything. Fatal Push, Stomp from Bone Crusher Giant, Play with Fire, Fiery Impulse, all that good stuff, painful stuff. So increasing the land count in Game 2, that should be pretty good. However, with an increased land count, Wayward Swordtooth seems to make a lot of sense, and it has been going pretty good. And speaking of Wayward Swordtooth, Palani's Hatcher, which is at 4 copies with this list, that is 3 permanents in 1. Regisaur Alpha was already pretty nice to get to 10 permanents, so we can attack and block with Wayward Swordtooth. But now with something that costs the same, but it's even 1 more permanent, it's pretty good, especially with the increased land count. My, oh my. That does the trick. If we can get the Wayward Swordtooth down, turn 3, maybe that extra land we play is a Restless Ridgeline, or perhaps it's a Sunken Citadel. It's always lovely because I don't often have plays for 1 mana, so just getting that down, it's always tapped, and having it be that extra land for the turn is going to be lovely. But Restless Ridgeline, I want to mention that again. For 4, or tapping 3 lands, if one of them is Sunken Citadel. Also, if I have 2 Sunken Citadels out, one that taps for 2 green for lands with activated abilities, and one that taps for red, I would only have to tap both of those. 4 mana in total for lands with activated abilities. Boom. I'd make Restless Ridgeline into a 3/4 dinosaur. Whenever it attacks, it gives another attacking creature +2/+0 and untaps it. That's actually pretty funny, and it can be amusing. I did this once today, and it made me just love Restless Ridgeline even more. I only had this and an egg from Palani's Hatcher. The opponent had killed Hatcher plus the 3/3 dinosaur from the 1 egg that I did hatch. It was painful. It hurt. But when I made Restless Ridgeline a creature and attacked, also with the egg, I got to give the egg +2/+0. Which was hilarious, and, it just kind of makes sense. It's kind of cool. It would be really nice to kill an opponent with an egg, a dinosaur egg. You never would have guessed. And we get to untap it, so if we have to use the egg on the following turn, maybe to block some hasty creature that they attack with, something like that, it could be quite good. But also with Wayward Swordtooth, that is lovely stuff. 5 power, even if we're not at 10 permanents, it helps to power out the Great Henge, which I've also been enjoying thoroughly. I keep enjoying it. 3 copies of the Great Henge right now. Maybe I'll go back down to 1. We'll see. But something that also lets me play multiple things a turn. With all these lands that I have, Vivian, Monster's Advocate, a single copy, kind of like a 4th Great Henge. Very different cards, but just another thing where I get to play multiple things. I get to pop off and just barf who knows what, as much as humanly possible. Sideboard-wise, nothing is too crazy. Trainix Rex is moved into the sideboard just to make space for all the changes and stuff that I jam-packed in there. Draenith Ruins, that is the interesting one, though. going up to 26, but it has that ability of paying 2 to put 2 counters on a non-human creature that entered, not non-token non-human, just non-human. So any dinosaur tokens, egg tokens, we can make them a little bit bigger. And because it's a land with an activated ability for 2 mana, we get to be even more efficient and see even more value from Sunken Citadel there. It just seems to make sense. Everything is working together. The tweaks, adding value to that Sunken Citadel, I think it's going to make the difference. I'm very excited. Just play and barf as many creatures and dinosaurs as possible. And while you won't be sleeping on the potential of this, definitely with the
ruthless aggression.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of that tomorrow night. So stay tuned. Hopefully you enjoyed, and see you next time. Peace.